it's you denying you freedom. That's all's happening. That's what you're captivated by. Your own ideas, your own attitude, your own, like I said, all these books of the great minds down through the centuries, every one of them agree one thing: man is his attitudes. And you can change an attitude. So you're free to do so, and you're even encouraged to do so. If a man would order his conversations aright, he would be shown salvation. Is that not what you're here for? Is that actually not what you're here for? Take it. People go to church and they kneel down there and they pray. They get it, but they don't take what they ask for with them. God told them to, didn't he?
You did. You did.
Let me see what you asked for. Take it with you. But you see them coming. They should be coming out from that prayer with a big smile on their face. Every one of them looked gloom.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they didn't get it.
You didn't get
They
it.
left it. That's not making fun of anything, is
It's
it?
not. It's not. I think that people are going to hear that and miss what was being said, but I like that you came back around because you said they don't take it with them. And then you said they walk out and they still have the gloom and everything else. They didn't clothe themselves in the thing that they requested.
Yep. Why not? See, we're asking that question, but no, why aren't they asking themselves that question? See, we're, we're told very plainly, as you think, you are. Hello? As you think, you are. Yeah, that thought. Yeah, yeah, that thought too. That thought and that thought. Yeah, all of it. As you think you are. Are you thinking nicely? Are you? Huh? Are you angry at somebody? You gonna spit on them? Come on, come on, cut it, cut it. That happens. That happens all the time. They just don't want to hear they're responsible.
Hmm. Nope.
They will not accept that they're responsible. He's got a list there. See, he's got a list, and that list tells him who is at fault for this and at fault for that, and involved in this and involved in that. Look, if as you think you are, quit trying to cover it over. As you think you are, you do, you have, you be. And I don't know how many times I say that, but every time I say it, I understand what I'm saying. Do you understand what you're saying to yourself? Have you approved of the plan or the whatever you got going? Look, it's up to you. It's up to you. Nobody. Don't worry with what's going on out there. What's going on in here? What are you recognizing in here? What have you set up as mindsets? A whole set of mindsets that just operate automatically, and you're not even aware they got on board, but they are, and they will change your life according to as you think you are, you do, you have, you be, over and over and over. I keep saying that. If you just took that away from this message and worked on it, sit down, be still, and work on it a little bit. You know, talk to yourself in a language that says I am that. Not in languages I don't want that, because that's what has your attention. And what has your attention has your life. I'm, is this coming across?
It is. You said something, and I'm kind of still back there because it was so powerful. Because I heard something this past week. You said nobody wants to take responsibility. And so I was watching this show. My wife watches it, so I was watching it in passing. And the guest on the show with a doctor told the audience, it's not your fault. And my heart dropped because they do that so that they can sell the drug. Because, see, the drug is the answer. The product's the answer. Whatever it is that they're selling is the answer. So they say it's not your fault so that the person will give their power away. The doctor says it's not your fault. So, of course, everybody is in the audience. They're clapping and they're cheering because it's not their fault that they have money problems. It's not their fault that they have overweight problems. It's not their fault that they got, whatever the problem is, it's not your fault. So what it does is the responsibility from the individual, and it points it to a source outside of you. What are your thoughts?
What they're saying is God lied
Yeah.
in the story. They say God lied. He said, as you think you are, and you're saying, no, it isn't right. But they're looking right at the evidence, but they deny it. Look, you have to want to know first person. That's all. That's all. If we went to a showroom to show something, they'd have to show it to you. And then you either buy it or don't buy it, but they show it to you. And that's what you want to do. You want to get shown what's going on so you can make up your mind. But you see, that takes purpose to make up your own mind. You see, because if you're not making up your own mind, I promise you that environment is. And if you want to live on an environment schedule, well, you're right. You're in the right place. You're already there. And if you don't want to be there, then don't think about it, because that's how you got there in the first place. That's how you got there in the first place. You wouldn't take your mind off of it. And as you think you are. Come on, listen to what's being said. I'm telling you how to change your mind, change your world. And that's what you're told in Scripture to do. Change your mind, change your world. And you can do it. Why would God tell you to do it if well, he'd know if you could do it or not, because so he knows you can do it. And now you know you can do it because I told you so, and I experienced it first person, so I know you can do it. But you have to want to. Isn't that right?
That's absolutely right. And it's not just you. I mean, I've experienced there's a host of other people that have put these principles to the test, and they find that they're not lacking, that they do what they say that they do, period.
I said every day. Me. That's me. It, but I don't know where they come from. It could just be in this ear and out that ear. But if it distracts you enough, you forget what you were talking about. Then you can waste your life. Really, you can. You can totally waste your life. I wasted the first 40 years of my life. I didn't see it. I didn't recognize it as that. That's what it was. That's what it is for me, for you, for everyone, as you think. How many times can you say that?
Yeah.
As you think you are. It's all that simple. Everybody complained and complained. Oh, scripture's oh, it's so, no, it's not. It's you. You see, you scattered all over the place, a little mind here, a little mind there, a little of your mind there, and the next thing, there ain't nothing left.
Yeah.
And that's what confusion is, Wade. What's left? You're on all the time. You're in charge. All you have to do is to stand up and take charge. Be what you were instructed to be, developer. Yeah. You were sent here to direct. See, that's what you are. You're a director of your own inner conversations. What are you talking to yourself about? Just ask yourself, what am I talking to myself about? Is it worthy of my attention? Is it? I ask them, they look at you like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense that we're not taught to think this way. You know, in the school system, in the educational system, in the government. Matter of fact, they don't want you to think. So when you start putting this information out there, it's natural. The rational mind begins to push back, but they don't want us to think. So it's good that we're having these talks because it is facilitating thought for someone.
You know, commercials use music to anchor you.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked. I fell through the trap I don't know how many times. But the point is, you can get around it. Because, see, you have voice. Even if you don't speak out loud, you have mind thoughts. And thoughts are things. So you can put things in place by thinking of it. See, you're always thinking of something. If you could see the results, which don't happen instantly, fortunately, good, it doesn't because
Yeah.
you see, it happens incrementally, and you're in charge to set up the mindsets is what it is, and you're setting up mindsets, and you're doing so. You act as though it's impossible for you to change your mind. See, and how many times a day do you change your mind?
At least
Huh?
70,000 thoughts a day.
See, so you can change your mind.
Yeah.
And that's what Scripture's telling you to do. Change your mind, change your world. Isn't that what you're here to do? To
Absolutely.
change something in your world? Well, what are you thinking on? What's changed or what's going to be changed? See, it is changed when you say it is because you have a valid say. And if you recognize the fact that you even have a little valid say, you can change your mind and change your world. And that's how it starts. You have to start You have to start somewhere. Somewhere you have to start.
When you were talking, it dawned on me for the people that want to change, but nothing's changed. You said change your mind, and of course, you change your world. The thing is, we think those 70,000 thoughts a day plus. The problem is, we think that we're having a change of mind, but what we're doing is thinking about the same thing, perhaps in a different way, but ultimately, we're still thinking about the same thing.
I had a half a dozen of Neville's tapes. And I listened to them at least one every night for years before it actually touched base. I began thinking differently. The importance of having a CD, because what has your focus has your life. Think about it. We're not asking you to join anything, but you have to have the CDs. You have to have the DVDs. You have to listen to them. It's you training this. Listen, listen, listen.
But as Mr. Lindell stated, you have to listen to them repeatedly. And again, for those who are interested, click the link below and it will take you to the 4 CD set, and you'll be able to transform not only your mind, but your world.